No. Yeah. I love you, buddy.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years worth the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins.
Hey, Dan, real quick, go in my room and grab my headphones.
Well, a tough start for both of these teams, still searching for their first one of the season as we get going in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He's got a gain of 6 there. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Slot man motioned over. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Now that's not what the offense style does. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
I need a timeout, boss.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Here's Willis to the air. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with them. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
You know, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
All good. This nigga be cracking up, dog, over stuff that ain't even funny.
Get a chance to find the end zone here themselves. It's 1st and goal.
Thinking about that.
That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal.
Working on 2nd down. Willis. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jamar Chase. A 6-yard score. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And they go up 7-0 here early. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting at the 10. Things going well so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it's such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Now you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And give him the 1st down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he stopped. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
Second down run by Pacheco.
at the Chiefs' 30-yard line.
And he cuts it back right. And he gets home. Touchdown Dolphins. Isaiah Pacheco. And that is touchdown number 20 of his NFL career. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. That ties things at 7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Willis to throw it. Shoves one away. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. And already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. He dropped him after. Looks like about a 3-yard pickup. And that earns Kansas City the first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Again, 3 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
It's a designed run for Willis. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Came in having dropped their last 2, Brock. This is exactly the type of early scoring that they needed as they try to break this momentum of the last couple of weeks.
Kind of felt like the longer into the game they went without scoring, the more those ghosts of the last couple losses would creep into their minds. Great to avoid it by putting up some early points.
Lutz gets the extra point to go. And our score 14-7 now here in the first.
14. Dolphins 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They give to Pacheco to start this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down.
Offense in a hurry up here.
A loss of a yard.
Back to Pacheco here on second. Still finding room past the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 30. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Nix. And they will take him down. They got him back to the 41. Offense up to the line fast.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces 4th down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Seconds, 1 play remaining in this first quarter. That's the end of our opening quarter. 14-10 our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Willis looking to throw. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that time. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Willis. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Brings it in at the 12. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Tries to power through him, and the ball is loose. And the Chiefs look like they have it. Well, where one defender failed Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Lewis in the pistol. And the catch in and out of his hands. Contact separating him from the football that time. Second down coming up. Well, we all know that turnover puts him out there against an offense in field goal range already, Brock. The defense's goal, keep it as lengthy an attempt as they can.
That's right, and that will help, Kate. Like that first down.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. R.J. Mickens in there to pick it off.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. I mean, great read by the defense there. They attacked and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Nix. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sante Samuel Jr. makes the play.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Williams now on first and 10. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. Second down coming up.
Where one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Here's Willis. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, so after picking up 3, it's going to be third down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll air it out on third. Offside, caught by Lane. And he's not going to be able to get them the first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. An interesting call now coming up on fourth down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Quick throw, finds about right. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I know, Kate, on the stat sheet, that failure is going to go on the guy catching the pass, but to me, that's really about the play call and the execution. You just can't have that on fourth down.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. Now a handoff for Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
It's Pacheco again. And they've got first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that...
He's in trouble. Not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. Bradley Chubb. His first of this season after he had 8 just a year ago. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Running is Pacheco. Man, he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop him at the 33. Harmon got to him again. And now it's going to be 4th and 13. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they were getting nothing on that return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They're down to their final one in this half. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Crosses midfield, still going. And he works this down to the 41. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Has another lead. And he has this all the way down at the 14-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He was brought down.
He goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Quick throw caught by Waddle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 7. Looks like a design run here for Willis. And he gets home. Touchdown, Kansas City. Malik Willis. A hat trick for him in this first half. Extra point try now from Lutz. Sent right down the middle and good. And the lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Dolphins 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Nix. And can't find the connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Sante Samuel Jr. makes the play.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Willis now. Completes. It's Atwell. And give him close to 7 before the defense can drive him out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. That's quickly out to Chase. Defense gets there after a gain of 5. And it's going to be 1st down Chiefs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Throw caught on the outside by Waddle. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown Chiefs.
Touchdown,
Jalen Waddle, a 17-yard score. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Nix now to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me this, always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Okay, I ain't got no time. That's terrible.
Break that up. Third down now after that incompletion. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times.
Unbelievable.
More interceptions.
Quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He has it at the 13. And his return's going to leave him enough time for 2, maybe even 3 plays before the half.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing is Willis. Headed out right. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing on 2nd, Nix.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, brother, hits another interception.
It's terrible.
Devon Holland comes up with it. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Extra point try now from Lutz. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that adds yet another to their lead.
35, Dolphins 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Nix looking to throw. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple. Working quickly here.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, Brock. Good coverage to jar that one free. We've got 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for this. And they pick him off again. That is Mick Emanwari. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this 2nd half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Here's Willis to the air. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 37 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Willis on the design run. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Offense to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Second down now, 7 to go. Willis looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. Ali McNeil. And that sets up an extremely difficult 3rd now and 17.
Well, this guy has been an animal on the ground today with some great results. A little surprising there, Kate, to see a sack so far behind the line of scrimmage. But that's a welcome sack defensively after seeing him do so much damage with his legs.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Cox, this is Lane. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. QB sneak coming. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Stopped short of
I
the
think I
goal
can see
line.
that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Ready?
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Here we go. Set. 10 to 11. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Willis. And he will finish this in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Devontae Williams capping a 7-play scoring drive.
Lining up for the point after.
Extra point is up and good from Lutz. And they just keep adding to their lead.
42. Dolphins 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up 2nd down. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game. And he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You have got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get him the ball.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Nix on 3rd down. He's got his man. This is Kraft. They slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. And that is a Miami 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Nix. Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Wow. That shot was delivered with some intent. I think the singular hope of trying to force another fumble out of him. Kudos for hanging on to it.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now Nix. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Nix. And a good defensive play to knock that one out. So we've got 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To the left and pulled in by Kupp. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Play action with Mix. He rolls to his right. And he's got it. It's in close. And there it is. Touchdown, Miami. Tucker Kraft scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And the margin now down to 25 points.
Dolphins 17.
They're in full comeback mode already here in the 3rd. An onside kick coming up. And the Chiefs cover off the kick.
The onside kick is recovered by Kansas City.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Second and 18.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Lewis in the pistol. Throw left side. He's hauled in by Loveland. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Complete to number 84, Holston Loveland. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running right, it's Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that 1st down. They couldn't do it right there.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Ready.
And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on the 3rd and 1 run. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
And the Dolphins
To throw, here's Nix. Look at that power, deep left side. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
a gain of 41 yards on the play. That's another Dolphins.
From the red zone now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Pollard pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football.
Jesus.
And the Chiefs pick it up. It's a foot race. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And it's picked up. They get it back. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants. Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Well, we had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Nix looking to throw. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to be a Dolphins 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Once more, it's Nix. And he can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. Second time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw again. Nix. And this is lofted deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us. And when we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. He's going for it again. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Here's Willis to the air. Has it down close. It's not like you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. Well, after sputtering through those first couple of weeks, Brock, these guys having a nice response, finally playing like the team we all expected them to be when we saw them in the preseason.
Yeah, I think desperation helps. Right?
Yeah.
I know it's still early in the year, but history will tell you you can overcome 0-2 starts, 0-3 starts. Yeah, desperation time. And they played like it today.
17. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Eyes closed and my heart open just to get this off
Here's
my
Lutz,
chest
set to
and
kick
let
this
my heart
away.
focus.
And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Okay, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Willis. And down he goes on the wrong side of midfield. They got him at the 46. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now Willis looking to throw on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kind of getting to that gray area of the rules and the unwritten rules here, Kate. Like, you're up big enough. You don't need to score. You certainly don't need any more yards. You also want to get work for your guys and those that don't get many opportunities. I'm kind of curious to hear the coach's remarks after this one.
And he's going to be stopped with a good ways still to go. Defenders rallying to that completion. That forces 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Chiefs nearing their 1st win of the season. The lead looks safe, but the Pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
To throw, here's Willis. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. They got to keep moving quick here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Right back to Pacheco. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
Pacheco, the ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's across
Offense up to the line fast.
49-yard line.
They'll run it with Pacheco. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just second down. They're going to pass it here. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Willis now. Hitting this throw's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's fourth down. Third down, Brock. You knew that pressure was coming, and sure looked like he was lucky to even get a throw away on that play.
That rush was coming to flat out end that drive.
Yeah.
And it did.
Willis taking a shot deep here. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Throwing on second, Nix sends this to the end zone. And he knocks it out. So he found him deep, but the defender makes the play, separating him from that touchdown, Brock. It's going to send him back now for third down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't...
There he is! Touchdown, Miami! For the point after, here's Aubrey. Send right down the middle and good. And any point helps, Brock, but the deficit's still at 28.
Dolphins 24.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Into a crowd, and intercepted. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. For the point after, here's Aubrey. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the lead reduced a bit. It's now 21.
52. Dolphins 31.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 tight. 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 19
Willis looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Corner, 70.
Throwing is Willis. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. Still fighting forward. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Chiefs. Colston Loveland from 65 yards away. Now Willis leading his offense up to go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
Their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. And it just seems, Brock, like this punishment is not going to end until that clock runs out. It has been a lot of plays just like that one that have led them here.
You know what's funny, too, Kate, as you say that? I can still feel a soreness in my neck.
He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. That timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Just about done here. Only 9 seconds remaining. Working inside the red zone. And they're going to claw back just a little bit here near the end. That's a touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've cut the lead down a bit. Now at 20.
Dolphins 38.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
35-yard line.
Looking at our likely final play here. Willis in the pistol. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the